Afternoon folks, Sunday 17th of August, an absolute doozy of a day, a bit windy, but unreal summer so far. Everything's still in full bloom, just a beautiful day. Today we're going to harvest some onions, and we're also going to be planting some brassicas, so some Brussels sprouts and some broccoli, just to have at the end of the year, Christmas time, etc. What absolute gorgeous day. This is a wee area I like to rear some young plants from cuttings, etc. This is silver birch. These are actually laurel cuttings. Are to be a bit of evergreen hedge all through the winter, so we're taking some laurel cuttings. They've just been potted on this morning. I'll give them a wee water here now. This is dogwood, so this is the green stem dogwood. It looks lovely in the springtime. With some oak at the back there, and then we'll have a tray full of ash. Been replanting, or hope to replant a lot of ash. With ash dieback, a lot of the ash trees are dying out. So there's now 24 plants there. We're going to rear them into trees, get them planted around the farm. I'm going to give these a water because of this heat. They mightn't look like they're doing much, these laurels, but they're well rooted and they need to plant it on. You can just see some of the new growth on them. These leaves here, for example, are part of the new growth. They'll be fine when they get out there in their new pot. Just take a wee look inside the greenhouse whenever we're here. As you can imagine, this time of year, plenty of tomatoes. I just grow them in buckets. It's only wee small greenhouses here, so I just tie them to the roof. It seems to work fine. Some bell peppers, etc. along here. All looking nice. With some chilies coming along nicely too. There are jalapenos. Not much room, so I have to maximise space. It's just grow bags along the side. I say buckets in the middle, but quite a productive area for being so small. This is just a random potato plant. I literally have no idea why it was even in here, but we'll just let it grow away. But tomatoes all looking good. I'll say we're pulling away at these every day. We'll do it later on to harvest the rest. This is our next crop of onions. These are planted as sets. I think these are giant yellow. Take yellow giants, 22nd of February. Bit of weed pressure with these. They died well back, they all need to come up. Not so sure some of them is giants, but don't look too bad. Let's get a few up and see. Got to go for the biggest one first here, what do you think? Looks like the biggest one, and we'll just see. Ground is bone dry. So, well, not too bad. Not giant, but still a good onion. Get a few of them up and see. If they're all average like that, we'll be okay. They're well rooted, I know that, goodness sake. Yeah, actually looking okay. so much a round onion, more of a flatter onion. Definitely needed harvested before any bad weather would come. They're certainly not going to grow anymore. So I'll get these all up and then we'll see how it's done in a minute. So that's our yellow giants all up. Some small, mostly averaging around that size. Some quite big. Look at that there. So all healthy, no rotted, and most importantly they didn't shoot. Previous years the weather's been up and down, temperature warm in spring and then a cold snap, and it would leave a lot of the onion sets going to seed or bolting as they call it. So we've pretty much 100% harvest rate here. I mean, I think that's not a bad harvest. Bag onion sets maybe £2, maybe £3, and you can get them in nice and early in the springtime. I think that's good value for money. We'll get these, leave them out here tonight, let them get dried off a wee bit. If we need to wash them tomorrow we will, and then we'll hang them up and get them dried, and it'll be another bag onions stored away for the winter. So it's now Wednesday 20th. Just getting back to these onions now. They're just still holding a lot of soil, so we're going to give them a bit of a rinse off before we hang them up to store. We don't want the hose too strong, so we're just rinsing off any loose soil. Be careful not to damage the skin. I just dried onions on this wee rack in the shed here. Plenty of light, nice and dry. Storage wise, I just snap the roots off and the leaves. Put them in a net. These are drying in here nearly a month. Just remove some of the outer leaves. Sometimes a wee bit of mould or something we haven't seen, so quick clean up into the net. Again, that's fine. And they're stored like that, perfect for me every year. These were Stuttgarter, I think, planted as sets in November and harvested them maybe a month ago. And we'll just need to make room in this rack because there's some more today. So that's what our first net of onions look like. The first bag, perfect condition. And a great start to winter supply. So we'll go ahead and get these freshly washed onions up. There's just a wee rack I made out of scrap wood, and we'll hang them in here, and plenty of air getting in, plenty of light. They'll soon cure. Well, that's the rack full. I think that I need some additional space. Couldn't get them all on, but that's that filled. They'll dry away nicely over the next few days. We've just laid the remainder out on the table here till we get some more storage. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and as usual, any likes or subscriptions greatly appreciated.